This is the early check-in brought to you by Hotelier Middle East, your direct access to people and strategies driving hospitality's future. This is Safa Hassan, and today we're in with someone at the center of Accor's Saudi story, Maya Ziadeh. She's the Chief Development Officer for Premium, Midscale and Economy Division in the Middle East, Africa, and Turkey. Maya, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent today. I'm here in Jeddah and with you, Safa, so I'm great.
Let's start at the top. You've led development across some of the most dynamic markets in the Middle East, Africa, and Turkey region. What makes Saudi Arabia such a focal point for you personally and professionally?
Saudi Arabia is definitely now one of the most exciting markets around the globe, not only in the region here. And from a professional standpoint, Saudi Vision 2030, the pace of transformation, the government commitment to tourism, this is what creates a landscape that is truly unparalleled. At Accor, we currently have 46 hotels, and we also have 47 in the pipeline, and this is across 15 brands. 15 brands from the luxury to lifestyle, premium, mid-scale, and economy segments. And this is the big news. We have recently signed around 3,300 keys across Saudi Arabia, covering many segments from premium to mid-scale and economy. Now, Safa, from a personal standpoint, I think when I see the young generation and these amazing talents, the local talents here that is shaping the future of Saudi and the future of the hospitality in Saudi Arabia, this creates a sense of responsibility, and this is why we should all support them and be part of this transformation.
How does your background in law and investment shape the way you approach hospitality development in a market like Saudi?
So more than 20 years ago, I studied law, but just to tell you a small secret, I wanted to be a journalist. However, chose law. It was chosen actually by my parents, similar to many families, where the parents guide their kids to study a certain major. However, I do not regret it at all, because law has actually shaped my personality. It gave me a structured approach, which is helping now the way how I drive the region, the way how I drive growth. But the most important part, it made me understand everything or take everything out of fairness. So now, if we are negotiating a deal, for example, I ensure that we have a balanced agreement between the operator and between the owner.
Well, what's your signature Maya move in a tough negotiation?
In a tough negotiation, I think, I always take negotiations as a dance. So it's not a fight. It is a dance, where the two parties, they dance together, and the result will be a symphony.
What's your power song when you need to walk into a big meeting like you own the room?
Eye of the Tiger.
Interesting. We often hear companies investing in Saudi, but Accor is also operating in Saudi. Can you speak to the importance of building a team on the ground here?
As you know, Accor is an asset-light company. So our investment is in our system, but most importantly in our people, or what we call heartists, because they are close to our heart. So let's put apart the system. We can talk about this later. This is the engine that drives growth and that drives performance and revenue to our hotels. But again, the most important part is people. We invest in our talents. We invest as well equally on our partners. That's why we have here an office in Jeddah, where we are today. We have Vice President of Development leading the growth in Saudi Arabia, and other markets, but specifically Saudi Arabia, and he's based here in Jeddah. We have as well Vice President of Operations looking after the operation of the hotels in the kingdom. So we do invest in the office, and Jeddah office was actually there since 2012. So we were one of the first movers in Saudi Arabia.
How has having your key team members based in Saudi shaped the way you identify opportunities or form local partnerships?
Having team members based in the market where we operate would change the whole game, because they could see everything from a true local lens. And I'll tell you how. They could be close to our partners, and this is very essential, specifically in this market. It's essential because it provides agility. So they are one phone call away from our owners. An owner will call for a project. Islam will immediately go and check the location and see what brands fits the location. This is in terms of agility. We provide agility, but the most important part is we understand the culture. We understand the locality because we're based here. Islam is here on the ground. He's close to the culture, close to the owners. And as I said, it will totally change the whole game.
From your conversation with investors, what were they looking for in the past and what are they prioritizing now?
There is definitely a shift from luxury to premium mid-scale economy. I can tell you there is a huge focus on luxury, and we have the Fairmont Raffles, Sofitel brands, but we saw a shift from luxury or more openness towards premium, mid-scale and economy. This is one. Number two, they are now more open to mid-scale and economy, but also to having hotels in tier 2 locations such as Al-Ahsa, Hayil, Wad al-Shamal, Khamis Mshet, and this is where we have recently signed Mercure and Movenpick, among other brands. So we're seeing this openness more towards tier 2 cities. And this is all, again, driven by many government initiatives. They are supporting development incentive, for example. The Vision 2030 is pushing second-tier cities or second-wave cities, and this is providing more opportunities. And inbound tourism and the international tourism is also growing year after year. So 24 figures versus 23 figures in inbound tourism, so a rise of 8%, and international tourism, so a rise of 5%. This helps grow the premium, mid-scale and economy. And of course, that what drives our investors, because there is demand, there is facilitation of fund. The result is having more hotels in the premium, mid-scale economy.
Do you think the confidence in Saudi's tourism roadmap has reshaped how investors access risk or opportunity, especially in premium and mid-scale segments?
Yeah, absolutely. The Saudi Vision 2030 has transformed the whole tourism investment sector. So now we're seeing investors are keen to diversify their businesses and having a hotel as part of their businesses. And that's why we are signing quite a lot with first-time owners who are interested in the premium mid-scale economy because of what these segments provide in terms of flexibility, in terms of return on investment. So brands such as Mercure, for example, such as Handwritten Collection, such as Tribe are seeing more demand because of what they provide in terms of flexibility, in terms of adaptability, but also having, the strong engine of Accor and the 100 million loyal member of Accor driving business into our hotels, along with this flexibility, is getting our investors the return on investment they are waiting to have. We have also, for example, we have announced a Tribe Tribe, this is our lovely brand that is all about bold design, modern design. We've announced it in a giga project with Naif Al-Rashhi. It's a tribe hotel and tribe living. And this brand, for example, is a true example of a modern brand in the upscale segment, but also that has the strong engine of Accor.
Talking about brands, what's your favorite brand across the portfolio?
I can tell you the typical answer, they are all my babies and I do not have a favorite brand, but I'll be very honest. I love authenticity. So that's why I would go with Handwritten Collection. Handwritten Collection is all about authenticity. The brand is actually a reflection of the owner's identity, of each owner's identity, which speaks to me, because when I go to a hotel, I want to see the reflection of a unique identity. I want to see a reflection of the locality of the place. So it's a great collection brand. It's in the mid-scale segment, very expressive, and yeah, I would choose Handwritten Collection. We have actually signed a Handwritten Collection in Saudi Arabia, in Al-Baha, which is an amazing location because the brand and the hotel, the asset will reflect the locality of Al-Baha.
That sounds exciting. Mecca and Medina come with unique development dynamics. How do these cities shape your planning differently compared to Riyadh or Jeddah?
Mecca and Medina, they come with a unique sense of responsibility. They are sacred destinations, and we do respect this. We do understand the specificity of the places, and we do respect it, and we do act accordingly. And this includes design, it includes operation, and I'll tell you how. The design, for example, because we have high turnover, we need to understand how the operation flow works, and that's how we design and we curate our design in Mecca and Medina. In terms of transport connectivity, for example, during the peak season, this is very essential. So we do understand the specificity of these markets. We design our hotels accordingly, but that means that we need to be adaptable. And this is very essential. Again, we'll go back to understanding the market. We need to be adaptable because of the uniqueness of the markets. This is in terms of design. In terms of operations, we have, because we understood Mecca and Medina, we have created like a special operation and commercial platform for these two religious cities to sell our hotels in key source markets. We have as well our all Accor Mecca Medina portal. And what's interesting? It provides a seamless experience to our guests who do not really want, to go through many platforms in order to book, who just want, they are coming for religious purpose. They want a seamless experience, and this is what the portal provides to our guests.
You're leading some exciting developments in the kingdom. Without giving too much away, what can you share about Accor's next chapter in Saudi?
We can here talk about two things. The vision in terms of growth. Our vision is definitely as Accor is to participate and support in shaping and transforming the future of hospitality in Saudi Arabia. And we're so delighted, we're so happy to be part of it and to take part of it. However, how we do it, that's the question. At Accor, we say, and this is our purpose, and our vision in Saudi follows the purpose. It's pioneering the art of responsible hospitality, connecting culture with heartfelt care. And that means, we want to build and develop hotels in the future, but we want to be respectful of the culture, which is, the heritage, the past. However, How we want to do it, in a responsible way, in a sustainable way. And this is how we see the hospitality growing in the kingdom as well as, across the globe. That's number one. Number two, equally important, is the partnership with the Ministry of Tourism, تميز, which supports the growth of local talents from every level. And this is something that we're proud of because we want to give back to the local community, and we want to support not only the growth of developments, of the assets, of the buildings, but also the growth of the local talents here in Saudi Arabia.
Is there a new kind of hospitality product or concept that you believe Saudi is uniquely suited for right now?
I would say, Saudi is very rich in culture, very rich in heritage, and there are many untapped locations and a huge potential in second wave cities. Products or brands like the Mercure, for example, is very suitable for these locations because it's all about the local culture where the asset is. Imagine you are in Mercure Khamis Mshait, sitting in the hotel, but also understanding the local culture around you. So this brand is, I think, has a great potential, specifically in second wave cities. It fuels local discovery.
For investors or developers watching this and considering their next move, what's your message to them?
I would make it short. It's just 3 words. So my team and I can promise you that we will work with you based on honesty, agility, and adaptability.
Before we wrap up, I've got a little quick fire round for you. Just 1-word answers, no overthinking.
Let's do it.
Visionary or strategist?
Visionary.
City or beach?
Beach.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird now.
Signature or scalable?
Signature.
Build or transform?
Transform.
Speed or precision?
Speed.
Perfect way to end. Maya, before we close, is there anything you'd like to share with investors or developers who are watching?
Definitely, Safa. So I would love to invite all investors who are interested in having a hotel component in their development to explore this opportunity with my team or I. And the team, again, is on the ground here, so they are very quick to respond because there is a lot of untapped location in the country. And together, we can definitely be part of shaping and transforming the future of hospitality of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Maya, thank you for joining us and for giving us a closer look at Accor's journey in Saudi.
Thank you so much, Sabah, for having me.